Too proud that the Super Eagles of Nigeria showed the Angola team that we are still the giants of Africa.
Me Rafael Mbwechi, aka Tresmans, being proud of Nigeria because we hosted Angola in this ongoing AFCON. Mike, you are funny sometimes. Thank you, viewers, for being there for us every day. You guys are the reason why we are here. Thank you so much for watching. I want to appreciate some of you. Dr. Engineer Hope Yamo Obi Eduware. I want to appreciate people like Abuba. I want to appreciate people like Udeze. Imafidon, you always are even #1 person to come on the show. I always want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. I want to thank all of you, Mama America, many of you, Mami Kechi, many of you that are watching, Mr. Acho, Mr. Chijoke. Thank you, everybody. And I believe, Mike, your guys stay watching always, because sometimes, your guy, Mr. Kukpoluyi. We are thanking all of you. Someone like Akim, Olasupo, Kazim, Tawafik. This, let me tell you, Mike.
You should be celebrating today.
Mike, I should be celebrating. Yeah. Listen good. Okay. That was when I was fan, both of football fan, both a fan and also a proud Nigerian. I'm thinking about dating back 90s, from 94 downward, when we carried it in 80s. Let me tell you, even when we carried it in 2013, I'll be 2015. 2013, I was not proud because things had already started falling apart then. So I can never just come out and say I'm a proudly Nigerian. No, I'm not. I'm a proudly Biafran from southeastern Nigeria, whose brother, innocent brother, Nnamdi Kanu MNK, is being detained for nothing. People are killing around across the countries. Buhari has never brought to book all the herdsmen that murdered Benue communities, murdered the Igongo and the Barikwa communities members. Buhari has not been able to bring them to book. Are you listening to me? Somebody wants me to be proud of Nigeria. A Nigeria where the citizens are not secured.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria.
No. See, let me tell you, Super Eagles of Nigeria should go. They play their own ball. Tinubu has given them money, fine. That money is not coming here to affect this. It's not for everybody. Those boys, they are billionaires already. The need of giving them money, I have not seen it. See, let me tell you, Mike. I am mourning the two innocent Obas that were killed in Ekiti. The same neighboring community to that community in which those two are from. An Oba in Kwara State, border community, eliminated. A retired general, a whole general that was conferred Oba in his community, was killed, and his wife was taken away. We don't know the fate of his wife now. And somebody is telling me to go and watch ball and cheer Super Eagles. Why must I cheer Super Eagles? Is it because Obi was among the supporter club? Obi was just doing his own normal business as a politician. But being that I'm rough, see, let me tell you, I'm rough. I'm not proud of anything about Nigeria.
You have a picture of Peter Obi.
Yes, Obi was there. That one is good for him. It's good for his political career. He's trying to show us that he's always with the youth.
And he's proud to show you that he's a proud Nigerian.
Yes, no. He's proud. Yeah, okay. That's for him. Yeah. No, that's for him.
He supported the Super Eagles.
Yes. That's what I said. I said it's a personal thing. Somebody like me, I don't have any flair again for football, because if could be that Biafrans are being represented here, you will see me dancing and singing, because if we go on the world stage and eventually perform, Oga, I will be very, very happy. Are you listening to me? So football fanaticism is an individual thing. So I myself, I'm not a fan of football.
Okay, you're not
No. I can still analyze football. I know, but to some extent. Not when Nigeria is playing. Things are not going on well here. Some people will be opening their teeth. What are you opening your teeth for? You must put your family in order, your home in order. Charity begins at home. Opening teeth, shining eye, everything, charity. It should begin from home.
Don't you think the victory is part of rebranding our image
If CAF give us billions,
Giant
of Africa, if CAF give us like $12 billion for winning that cup, 10 kobo is not going to Anambra community. 10 kobo is not going to Igbo land. 10 kobo is not coming to southeastern Nigeria.
We have Udes
Why should I be
saying
happy?
that God bless the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yes.
And Mr. Peter Obi for going out there to support the team. Football has no room for politics.
Anamano.
That is an Igbo man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chima. Chima Udeze, that is for you. You love football, you love Nigeria, that is for you. I love football, but not Nigerian Eagles. I've been warning those players on the field that they should remember Daniel Amokachi. They should remember somebody like Amunika. What edged him out from the game of football was due to the fact that he got injured when he was in Barcelona. You people should not, in a haste, forget Samuel Kwaraji, a man who dedicated his life. Every year from Germany, this man will come free of charge, play for Nigeria. When he died, what happened? Who Denzel? When your brother Samuel Kwaraji died, go to their house. It is overgrown by boots. You guys sometimes you judge from the anus. He died, and nobody's catering for the mama. It was a donkey years when they visited Lat, and they saw that their compound was overgrown with boots. A whole international. A whole Udes is an okay man. Why are you going to say a whole Udes? Udes is a god. I'm an Igbo man. I have no flair worshiping any man, especially if you say you are Igbo. Make I worship you. If you do something wrong, I will cast you. Udes, you are happy with Super Eagles? Go to Samuel Kwaraji house. Go and repair it. He died for Nigeria. Nothing is being done today.
These are guys that did us proud yesterday, Raphael.
Oga, I don't care.
Individual guys.
I don't care.
Came to make you
Oga, I don't care. Make me proud. In what extent? By how? They are playing their ball and they are making their money. I myself, I'm agitating for Biafra. I didn't hurt anybody.
Don't forget
I didn't hurt anybody.
These same guys were in contest with Nigeria when this so-called Samuel Kwaraji died.
Oga, if they wound, any one of them got wounded now, you will know what I'm saying. This Osimhen that has been rolling to and fro everywhere. Osimhen was a utility player. I know big deal of football, but I'm telling you that I don't love this country anymore. See, I'm tired of story. Every 4 years story. Had it been Obi is the president of Nigeria today, you would have seen me rhyming and praising Nigeria.
Obi supported these Super Eagles yesterday.
He is working for his politics. Obi is trying to gain international recognition by going and stay not in the VIP side, but like among the soccer fans. Listen good and pick what I'm saying.
Okay.
I said Obi is getting an international recognition. For someone of that caliber, sitting together with ordinary fans, beating drums, singing with supporters club, you will find out that he's looking for something. Not that he's looking for, he has already gotten it. Because internationally, he is recognized.
Demian says he's not looking for any recognition, Raphael.
Simple. That's for Demian. That's for Demian.
But you is looking for recognition.
Obi is what? Creating international recognition. And the people will regard him for being there. Because he's somebody, thank you, it's just, I will never rejoice with Nigeria. I'm not a Nigerian. I am from southeastern Nigeria, the most neglected region of this country. I don't care what anybody is saying.
You're advised to move to Ghana or Cameroon. That's what somebody is writing here. Or Benin Republic.
Thank you so much. You should go there and reside first before I follow you. That one is a forgotten man. I don't talk with Taiwo now. He knows now. You see Taiwo Ichu. Forgone Ichu. I will never even, I don't think talking with Taiwo should make any sense. Taiwo Odunlade. No. I have told you before now. That first night, okay. I dropped him. Let's just move forward. I don't.
All right, let's from that. Let's go.
Let's go forward, my brother.
Forget of Obas in Yoruba land.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Does it mean that these Obas are not powerful anymore?
Oh, God, let me tell you, there's never a time we know human being as the immortal. Let me address this traditional issue going on in Yoruba land. You are telling us that Sunday Igboho was plucking gun on the air. Gun. Pa, tua. Oga, Sunday Igboho ran away when the SS went to his house. No man is immortal. Obas, they are not immortal. They are human beings. See, when you talk about monarch started ranging from the days of before our Lord Jesus Christ. I mean the kings. Many of them were beheaded by their enemies. Many were sent into jail. Many were banished. The kings of the time BC, before Jesus Christ, they were killed. They died. Now, Oba of Yoruba, you people say Oba of Yoruba, they are not gods. They are mortal beings. You don't blame the Obas that were shot on the highway and killed. Because sometimes, all this your African fortification, traditional fortification, you just think that blood will not enter. Okay, it's a lie. Okay, these are superstitions. Superstitions going on across the continent of Africa. Superstition. Put on bulletproof vest, or you put on with the armor of prayer, and God is gonna make sure that it won't come to you.
Or can you go to the palace of Alafia for your and kidnap him?
Okay, if you doubt it today, we are not planning that. Oga, we can't talk that one here for security reasons. Oga, anybody could go there and do anything. All I know is that somebody that is immortal, I know, is God, our Lord Jesus Christ. Abba Bino, whatever you call. You people are just making this to be God. These two Oba were easily killed. They were easily killed. They abducted Oga. They went to Kwara again, killed this general. Oga, they are not God.
It's from Edo State.
Oga, nobody is immortal.
You can't cross the gates.
Listen and listen good. Immortal, invisible, invisible. God only wise. Oga, forget it. What you people are talking here, you are talking about superstitions. It is fictitious story. If not, can you just come kill Oba easily? Or God, they killed those two Oba, and I'm not rejoicing they did so. I mourn them. I'm speaking in favor of them. But anybody telling me that the Obas are what? Immortal. You are telling me story, lies. Oga bullet, better bullet. You see that 4mm? Eh? Unless God is with you. God will not allow it to enter you. But you can't say you be Oba or you be Eze, Nanibo, or Obi from Abo. Oga, pray. Let God save you. Let God hide you. Oga, you people should stop selling fictitious meat. MYTH. That's superstition. I'm telling you. Okay, you people should do what? Selling into the air to other world, members of the world. Meat. MYTH. Oh God, forget that traditional powers. The one that Igboho acquired, Igboho run, they arrested him in the Republic. He was crying like a goat. Igboho did not disappear there. Okay, Igboho did not carry gun on the air again. Okay, we are tired of that story. Fela Anikulapo Bokuti, he tried it in 1984. He invited a Babalawo at Bamisola there. The Babalawo do all manner of things for fortification. Fela said, test him first. They tested the Babalawo, they killed him. He died. Bullet entered. Fela removed his head. Are you listening to me? I'm trying to incite a living example. Mike, pray against bullet, pray against people of the underworld, pray against uncertainty. Let it not come to you.
Okay? Come to me.
Amen. See, let me tell you. Oba that was killed in the Kwara, that one was the one that paid me most. Do you know what? Do you know the person? If they profile the guy was a retired general in the army. They abducted his wife. They abducted his wife.
That's bad.
That is too bad. Obas should do what? Safeguard, protect, secure their palace. They should do this now. Let nobody just expose Obas to the danger.
I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
Can this happen to Oba of Benin?
No.
Oga,
You can't.
Oba Okporokpolo of Benin. Okporokpolo of Benin is the first class Oba in Nigeria.
I like that statement.
Yes.
First class Oba in Nigeria.
Yes.
Anybody entering that compound to go and attack Oba of Benin is making a very, very lethal, 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 fatal, FATAL, English, mistake, fatal mistake. You won't get to that man
At all.
Oba's palace started from not because of Oga demons. Oga the demons where they there. Yeah? The kind of demons where they Oba of Benin palace.
Wow.
See, let me tell you. Anybody will say in the thief or in the key person, they go about of Benin compound. Let me tell you, they will cook food for you, go to eat. You will start eating the food. When you eat finish, you go tell Oba waiting a compound for a compound. Oga, the whole Obas, they respect Oba of Benin.
Yeah, Oba Atokwa is. Yes.
I don't know.
So, Mike, what pain me is that these two Baba were killed. And as if it wasn't enough for these Fulani killers, they went to the neighboring community and murdered a retired army general that was made Oba in his community. And as if that was not enough, they abducted his wife. Imagine. This is an insult to APC administration. This is an insult to that money they budgeted for security in Nigeria. They budgeted small money for us and eat 120-something billion as salaries. They kill a whole army general, a very fine man. Okay? Nigerians, I don't know whether they know the value of being a general. Before they made you general in the USA, okay, go meritam. A general no be somebody that, oh, right. I'm in short of word here. Let me tell you, Mike.
Let's conclude. So
let me tell you, Mike. Let me tell you, Mike. Let me tell you, Mike.
Right.
Yeah? Nigeria should go and have what I call Constitutional National Conference. Let us discuss this country and forge out. Yes, people that are not satisfied with Nigeria, they should go. If Yoruba land is satisfied with Nigeria, they should stay. If Hausa man is not happy with Nigeria, they should go. This country is getting out of control, uncontrollable for the man in charge. See, as I'm talking to you now, Tinubu is sleeping. Somebody where they rule you. He's not awake.
Are you in his apartment to know whether the president is sleeping or not?
He is asleep.
Anyway, good morning, my brothers. Those are protocols. God bless you. You are watching. First of all, I'm happy Eagles won yesterday. I said it, I told you. I said Eagles will win.
Yeah, you said it. No, 2 days ago.
Yes.
You were not here yesterday.
And again, yes, Eagles will bring that cup. And we pray. We are going to win that cup. Yes, I've said it. The cup is coming to Nigeria. Yes. Don't forget, the only thing that unites Nigeria is football. If you check that feed, you see Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, or tribe, Edo, this. And it's okay. After that, politics, move it. Football, all over the world.
Will the cup come to Nigeria because we have a progressive president?
Hey,
Yeah,
this is a very big. I know Tinubu would like to claim
it's a new dawn. Yeah.
But so be it. If he's there, Nigeria won the cup, Nigeria won the cup.
So will it be a new dawn in Nigeria if Super Eagles win that cup and bring it to the country?
I will prophesy a good thing, not in that area. If Nigeria won it, everybody. After all, your brother is there, my brother is there, everybody's brother is there. So it will be everybody. They are there working hard to make sure that
president feel?
He will feel that there is stand up, win the cup.
Definitely things are working in the country, right?
But not working for economy, oh. No, yes, let me say the truth. Not working for security. Okay. I only work for football. So I won't say the truth. Let's say the truth. Nigerians are not happy. But yesterday, with the kind of play our boys display yesterday, Nigeria was happy. So I love that. I support them. Rap has own this, but for me, yesterday, Nigeria come together yesterday, whether Hausa, Igbo, except those they kill their family were not happy yesterday.
Peter Obi was there to support as well. And Rap said, no, that's Mr. Obi's business.
For me, Obi going there yesterday is a plus to him, it's a plus to Nigeria. It's a plus to Nigeria, it's a plus to him. Whether he's looking for political decision, but it's not yet time. That is 2027, we still have about 3 years. But for him going there yesterday, yes, don't be surprised the door final. Tinubu will be there. Yes. So that is it. All we know is that let them win. Let them go ahead.
Now the killings of Obas in Nigeria is worrisome, especially in Yoruba land.
You see,
I asked Raphael a question that can that happen to Oba Benin? Yeah.
No. It cannot. It can't happen. You know why?
And if
you go to Benin,
if it can't happen to Oba Benin, what's wrong with this king?
Maybe all these kings, they don't let me tell you.
That could back them up. That could,
Let me tell you, this killing might be political.
Okay. Political.
Yes, might be political. How can a general, a king, he just wasted like a chicken? A whole retired general doesn't mean he doesn't have security. In Benin, you go to Benin from the gate, from our upper gate, you have what they call vigilante, mopo, SSS, a madam, the last people, a madam. You cannot cross those people. They are with cutlass. I get it. Maybe some of these Obas, they are not mighty as all these.
They're not well fortified.
No.
Yes. Right?
Even some of these local chief in maybe some of the Yoruba land, they still have all these powers. I don't know why. It's a political. Like the one in Ekiti. They did not collect phone. They did not collect money. It might be politics. It might be. Yes. And what is paying me? Police, SSS, they will tell you we are top of it. We are top of it. We are top of it. Look at they just brought CP and an Igbo man in Abuja yesterday. And he said, my name is Anigwe. I am here. My brother, don't say that. Go to the feet and do something. Insecurity in Nigeria is not good. And the worst thing about president, what is he doing in France? The home is poorly. Do you know why he traveled to France? You know Nigeria love football. So he's relaxing there. Every killing, we are forgetting it. All we know is that we are watching football. So what I'm saying, the quantity of killing is too much. Are you aware this morning? Northern elders say, Tinubu, if you cannot protect Nigeria, resign. Are you aware? Have you saw it? It's in paper. Yeah. Check. Even told Shetima that they regretted voting Muslim. But don't forget, Buhari was there for 8 years. A lot of killing, kidnapping, Boko Haram. What did Buhari did? Even the one Jonathan arrested, Buhari recruited them back to the society. Somebody told them, like, recruiting these people back to society is going to be dangerous. Now, Tinubu turn. So, I'm not surprised. I get me? I'm not surprised. The only thing is that all the money, all the Tocano jet, all the budget they spend, what is happening? Nigeria is supposed to hold this government, whether 7 months, 8 months, at least ask a question. But thank God the northern elite are rising up. That Tinubu, if you cannot protect the Nigerian people, resign. It's in the paper. I am not going to say it. Check. It's there. That northern elders. I get to be the northern elders. So, my brother, football is the only thing that unites Nigerians. That's the only thing. After this match, but I believe Eagles will bring this cup here. I'm saying it. Yeah, that's my belief. I said it. Mike, write it. I think they have done well. They have done well. I'm happy. But that quantity of killing, something. And let me tell you, this is the time PDP, Labour, ANPP, other monstrous parties come together and ask the government in power. Enough is enough. Stop killing. Economy is worse. Nothing is. You see, all things that this government promises us, no one has been done. I get to be. Cardoso, dollars is rising up. $40 billion to this bank. They will loot it again. So Nigerians are not happy. Let's say the truth. I get to be. Except this people that just came and calm everybody down. Tinubu should do something. I said it. Do something. Nigerians are angry. Nigerians are angry.
All right, thank you so much.
Let me give chance to my brothers at least. Thank you very much.
Before you go, your king in the face of AK-47. Now, food to fete.
Sorry,
my tradition.
I'm
sorry for you.
I love my Benin people.
Mind you, the first king in the whole of Nigeria, the number one king is Oni of Ife. He can track his origin.
I disagree with you.
Because
so
you have to know that.
The respect for the whole world is Oba Benin.
But that's not for the Oba of Benin, they have their burial ground in Ife. It's still there.
They should choose another day for that conversation.
No, setting the record straight should not be delayed. And I think it's only fair for me to come here and point it out. The Oba of Benin traces its origin back to the Ife. the first Obas, the initial Obas, they used to be buried right in the garden of Oromio in Ile-Ife. Do you get? So no issue, no argument for that. We don't pray and we don't hope for our monarchs to be tested by all these, blood-sucking demons called Fulani jihadists. We don't want that. But it is important for the Nigerian government to protect them because these guys are first-class citizens, right? We had a situation whereby the former general surprisingly didn't have a backup means to protect himself. It's a surprise. I think it's a shame. It's an indictment of the Nigerian army because as a retired general, you're supposed to have at least some ammunition in your custody. I think it is enough because my foster dad was a custom officer. When he retired, he still had a gun. He had I think, what's it called? He had a shotgun. All right. So we used to play with it when we were younger. So I mean, it's unfortunate that he was attacked. Probably was caught pants down. Who knows? But then
should the Obas rely on the government's protection?
Well,
Where are the gods?
Listen, the monarchs have been subjected to the powers of the governors because the governors are the ones now that even approve them. All right, it doesn't matter how high class you are as a king, the governor of your state or even the president can dethrone you because in the Nigerian constitution, the Obas are below the governors. So that is enough. So culturally, we might just give them that respect. But in terms of administrative purposes, constitutionally, these guys are below the governors. All right. So, and you should understand that our African science didn't prevent us from being colonized. All right. If we come here and say that our kings were powerful, why did the whites come down here and enslave us? They didn't enslave one or two. They enslaved us in multitude. They took thousands and millions of Africans across Africa down to Benin Republic, to Ghana, to Togo. These are people who practice what we call voodoo. Voodoo, they call it voodoo. Do you know that the cradle of voodoo in West Africa is in Benin Republic? That it stresses its way back to Ile-Ife. They practice what we call juju, right? You see them practicing juju real life. But the whites still colonize us. So forget about this voodoo. I think our monarchs should be protected. But more importantly, all the northern borders that we share with Southwest, with the North, down to Southeast, down to South, all these places should be combed because the Fulani jihadists, they have occupied the forest. I said something. I said the real Fulanis are born warriors. The real Fulanis are nomadic. The real Fulanis are not materialistic. That is who they are. A real Fulani was born to come into this world and just to advance that ideology of Usman Danfodio, which is just keep going, spread Islam, conquer them, and that's it. When you conquer them, they ensure that you multiply, you have your children will take over, and then you continue. Until the Nigerian government can rise up to have that cohesive power by first and foremost tackling the Sharia law that we have in the Nigerian constitution. Today, we have some states that they don't practice Nigerian constitution. What they practice is Sharia law. About 12 states. And these 12 states are states that are closer to the capital of Fulani, which is in Burkina Faso. They call that place is in MAO or BA, I don't remember. This was the capital base of Usman Danfodio those days. And that is, then the nearest place to that place is the Caliphate, the Sokoto Caliphate. In Sokoto today, the Sharia law holds ahead of the Nigerian constitution. They will tell you that in Sokoto, if you blaspheme, they will kill you and the Nigerian constitution would do nothing. This is why you saw that Deborah was killed. Deborah was killed. A Matthew Kuka, you will never see him go out there and say things that will incite. He has been calculated with his speeches. Do you understand? So it's a shame that in Nigeria we have two sides of the law. All right, and I think it's an indictment on we the Sultaners, the whole of the Sultaners. We cannot unite ourselves, and these guys are only progressing because the Sultaners are not united. If the Yorubas and the Igbos, the Ibibios, the Nupes, the Gwaris, if all of us can come together, we would outrun the Fulanis in the National Assembly. But today, the National Assembly, it seems the Fulanis are always the most powerful. They always seem to be the most vocal. Look at Ali Ndume. A senator has been pointed to be a financier. A senator, the guy that went head to head with Senator Akpabio, I don't want to mention his name, but if you have been following the National Assembly politics, you know the person I'm talking about. A former governor of Zamfara State. He has been pointed that he is a major financier of who? Of banditry. And it was shortly he left Zamfara that this issue started going on. And this man is confirmed to have a gold shop in Dubai. And don't forget what Zamfara is known for. Gold. All right, so that is why Dele Alake came and said that the people in charge of Zamfara banditry are our political juggernauts. These are powerful people, but they are all scared. And then I look at it that why are we scared? Because the South is divided. Ordinarily, if I have seen my Igbo brother or my Igbo brother right from the South, we're supposed to protect ourselves, but we don't. So we fragment ourselves while the Fulanis has been able to what? Occupy the whole of the North and make them to be convergent. So they speak in one voice. Usually, Ndume said that I'm speaking for my northern brothers. He said lie, but anyways, they follow them. They follow them.
You know that they carry this politics.
The reason why you see that people saying that Shetima, meanwhile Shetima is not a Fulani, but they say that Shetima is speaking for the Fulani. It's because the Fulanis have been able to conquer them. The Fulanis conquered the El Kanemi Empire. They conquered them. In Niger today, Niger is not a Fulani state. Niger state is a Gwari state, but today is a Fulani man that is the governor. So it's a wake-up call for us in the West and the whole of the South. We need to wake up. We need to come together. But I know it's difficult, but we need to.
This is a fight Sunday Igboho was fighting before.
Yeah, you see.
Don't you think he needs to be invited to fight this war again? Because these guys have infiltrated everywhere.
Listen. The Yorubas didn't even support Igboho. That's the truth. The Yorubas never supported Igboho. It was the same Yorubas that sold Igboho out. All right, so I just hope the Yorubas will not learn the lesson in a hard way. All right, yes, we can see what is going on. We have accommodated the Fulanis more than any other region in the South. Let me tell you, my own village, today the Fulanis can overrun it. You know, I told you I'm from Shaki. The Shaki shares a border with Okeogun down to southern Ilorin. So there are some Fulanis in Shaki that speaks as good Yoruba as I speak. We have some areas that if I am traveling to my village in Shaki, that area, the whole population is 98% Fulanis. You understand my point? So there's nothing wrong in that. That you accommodate people, there's nothing wrong in it. But we need to now understand that these guys have always had a sinister, agenda. All right? We should know that. So, and I hope it's not going to happen because it's going to be a bloody fight.
You didn't watch yesterday's match?
Okay, you see, Nigerian Super Eagles, I think they under-promise, but I think they are over-delivering now. And I think, unashamedly, I think I need to say that, well, I'm impressed. I've always said that I didn't like what they were doing, but I think I'm impressed now. But I think some key players still need to stand up to that level people place them. People like Osimhen, people call him the golden boy, the magician. But Osimhen has been terrible. Can you even imagine the Chukwueze, who is so critical and vital for AC Milan? He's not even playing 45 minutes stable. Simply because Chukwueze has not found his footing. It seems Chukwueze lost his mojo. Nobody understands what Chukwueze is doing. It is a Moses Simon that is benching him. At par, when you compare them at par, Chukwueze is above Moses Simon. But in the Super Eagles, Chukwueze has lost his voice. So they need to rise up. Because I think we are now getting to the real, crux of the matter. Hopefully, we are praying that South Africa should not qualify. Okay, we are praying. But then if they qualify, if we beat South Africa, we know how South Africans behave. They are not matured. They are not as gracious as Angola. South Africa will end up to start, maltreating our boys in South Africa. That's what they are known for. That's what they will do. Because Nigerians, our mouth too sharp. If we beat South Africa now, we go begin yap them. And before you know it, South Africa will start beating our boys.
No problem.
So I would rather want them to just get disqualified by Cape Verde. Because I know who Nigerians are. When we beat Ghana, we know what we did to Ghana. We know what Ghana is still facing right till now. Get my point? But I think I'm impressed. But I think we can still even do more. Then one other thing, I think one of the highlights of yesterday's match was Peter Obi.
Yeah.
You know, I am being apolitical here. I think Peter Obi is doing something nice, fantastic. I'm not a fan of him, but I think Peter Obi is advancing our democracy. He's advancing our democracy. He's making it that politician must be on ground. Look at Atiku. You can see that Atiku has been exposed. People are not saying, oh, Atiku, this guy has always been exposed. Oh, this guy now, I'm robber. That is one thing Peter Obi is doing. He's showing us how terrible an Atiku has always been as a politician. Atiku is not a leader. Atiku does not love this nation. I can tell you that Obi loves this country 100 times ahead of Atiku. And that's a known fact now. It has been demonstrated and people can see it. Do you get my point? So I think for Peter Obi to go there, after all, everything is for the betterment of the country. No one individual is greater than this country. So it doesn't matter if Tinubu was there or not. One person that is revered in the country. Because, of course, considerable amount of people revere Peter Obi. Okay? So he went there and he one way or the other, morally, he boosted he re-energized our players. And in fact, our fans cuddled with him. And we came up with, a good point. If we had lost yesterday, the story would have been different. I've forgotten here now the abuser, but then we won. And thank you.
All right, thank you. That was a brilliant contribution. Morning, Matthew Oluku.
Good morning, Michael Adekunle.
All right, you're welcome on board. All right, Saturday edition of this program. How is the weekend going?
We thank the living God.
Right. Did you also watch the match?
I'm not a fan of football.
Oh, you're not a football enthusiast. Why?
I don't watch. It's personal. It's not because
Tell us the reason.
no. The issue is if I watch and Nigeria loses, it might affect me emotionally. So I decided to avoid it. It's something I developed over time. We have discovered that if I am involved in watching football and I pick interest in a team and they lose, it affects me emotionally. So
that's why you don't.
So I decided to abstain from it.
Okay. That's why Matthew is not showing interest. Quickly to politics. I know you love politics. You love discussing politics.
It's something we like having conversation about.
All right. The incessant killing by these Fulani herders. Don't you think if we are not careful, it might plunge us into tribal clash?
The issue is tribal clash with who? The Fulanis are in minority if the government is ready to do the needful. But I think from what I've said is here that Tinubu should do things differently. I think I'm beginning to see him doing things differently in some area. Contrary to impression out there, we have seen where somebody was raising an issue that if they do not release the chairman of Metiala, that they will go to court to enforce his fundamental human rights. So even as DSS have come out to deny that the man was not arrested, it appears as if he will have been taken into custody by DSS as a result of the unguided approach of going ahead to establish that security outfit that he says is going to manage security in the whole of a state, and that they hope that they are going to recruit more to manage the security of the country at large. So from what we are seeing, it appears as if the man is actually arrested. And if that is true, I encourage the government, the security agencies to do more. The Fulanis are in minority. They only do what they are doing because the government is not having the political will to address their excesses. They are not more formidable than the armed forces. The government, the police, the army, the navy, the air force have comparative advantage over the Fulani herdsmen, or even over any nonsense actor for that matter. So it's not true to say that they will overrun Nigerian security agencies if you go out or out for them. The only thing we are not seeing before now is the whip out on the part of government to address their excesses. They are in the minority, if you ask me. Look at almost even all the states where their excesses are being recorded. I'm talking about Plateau, Benue, maybe
Kaduna, do you think a Fulani man is the governor in those states? Or do you think if the Fulani are in the majority, a Fulani man will not be governor in those states? So they are in the minority. If they are in the majority, Fulani man would have been governor in Benue State. A Fulani man would have been governor in Plateau, in Kaduna, and so on. I think the only place they may be much in number is Bauchi. Because the Bauchi state governor one time said that the Fulani constitute about 70% of that of population in that state. So perhaps that is their own ancestral home. So nobody's saying if they are Nigerians that they don't have right to move around like every other Nigerian as entrenched in the constitution. But as you do that, you must conform yourself to the rule of law. You must not do things. How can you, as a Fulani man, be moving around with AK-47 and the Bauchi governor will tell us that the Fulani man is a global citizen, that have right to move around with arms, that he do that to protect his cow, cattle, or whatever? It's unacceptable. And the armed forces, the police, the army should urgently disarm all the Fulani herders in the bush. Because if the police, the government is telling us, Nigerians, that we should not be armed, that we should surrender our sovereignty to the government, that the police, the army, the navy, name it, will protect us. Why can't you tell the Fulani the same thing? Why do you allow them to move around freely with arms? So, to answer your question directly, Fulani are in the minority. They don't have the capacity to overrun anywhere in Nigeria if the government is serious.
All right, there's a fresh bid to rescue Naira from its present state, and the likes of Waliedun Kadoso of the CBN, the EFC chairman, who will be holding a meeting to make sure something meaningful is done to this consistent form of Naira. What do you feel should be discussed there? And do you think this will go a long way in rescuing Naira out of its present state?
Let me quickly tell you that we have said it often and often, that the crisis Naira is having is the government policy of unification of Naira at the official window. The government have acknowledged that as a result of that policy, they will be earning additional 4 trillion Naira at the end of the year. And this they are expecting to earn every year. But let me quickly tell you that this is not the first time the government under this leadership will be thinking of solution. Let me quickly tell you that the government before now have borrowed $3 billion to see whether they can inject liquidity into our economy, and that have not been able to address it. There's another crude for is a deal they hope to use crude to pay, I think with the Exim Bank or so, that it has to do with $10 billion. I think our government has started receiving it. I don't know whether they are at the last count, whether they have received all the amount. But let me quickly tell you that all this we are seeing is temporary, is cosmetic. The only sure way of crashing dollar is to export and earn foreign exchange. The volume of what you export determines what you earn. Even the other thing they are saying, I don't know whether it's rumor or the government is serious about it, that they hope to convert all money in people's domiciliary account to Naira with an exchange rate that may be determined by CBN. I don't know whether that one is true, but even at that, the solution is going to be temporary, because the amount in people's domiciliary account have been estimated to be $30 billion. So if you exhaust that, you go back to the status quo. The only thing that is sustainable is continue producing and exporting and start earning foreign exchange. Now that the government is saying these two subsidies of forest unification and the removal of fuel subsidy, they say from the removal of fuel subsidy, they'll be getting 4 trillion at the end of the year. From the Naira policy, they'll be getting another 4 trillion, which is 8 trillion. Why don't you use this money to diversify the economy into agriculture, into solid mineral, so that we start seeing other areas of export to earn foreign exchange? That's the only way out of this quagmire. Anything you are doing is cosmetic, it's not sustainable, it's temporary. It can come with little adjustment, little exchange rate variation. But if you exhaust that money you are injecting,
you go back to the status quo. And another, if you're even looking at that money in people's domiciliary account, look at all the governors, all the politicians. I think they are the greatest, they should be the greatest beneficiary of that unfortunate saving. Because what most of them do is, by the time they embezzle state fund, they go and hide it in domiciliary accounts. And it continues like that. So whatever government is doing that is temporary, they should look at the long term that is sustainable. What is sustainable is produce and export. Diversify the economy so that you can have enough to produce and export from other areas, because we are operating on a mono economy. Let us shift attention from oil. Let us have production from agriculture, export to foreign exchange. Let us see what we can get from solid mineral, export to foreign exchange. Those are the areas you can diversify the economy that will give a sustainable exchange rate that will be favorable to Naira.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. It was a brilliant one. And on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us on Monday for another edition. I remain Michael Adekunle. Our social media handles are right on the screen. You can also join me on my handles. Facebook, it's Michael Timothy Adekunle. Instagram, Michael Timothy Adekunle. TikTok, Mike Flick TV. Please have a great weekend. Love you. Bye.